Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through today's topic, because we're looking at something that is literally a strategic necessity for any modern organization. We're talking about the urgent need for a truly watertight asset management procedure. You know, when the auditors come knocking, this is the exact area where so many organizations confidently assume they're protected, only to find devastating blind spots in their compliance framework. It's a risk that simply cannot be ignored if you want to survive a modern audit.
Okay, let's dive into this by asking a very tough, but absolutely necessary question. Are your modern assets completely invisible to your information security management system? I really want to challenge your confidence in your current operational scope for a minute here. You might have a perfectly maintained spreadsheet tracking all your physical office laptops and server racks, right? But in today's landscape, is that really everything? If you're relying on legacy tracking methods for a modern infrastructure, you are likely operating with massive, invisible gaps right under your nose.
To understand exactly how these gaps cause critical audit failures, we have to look at the foundational rulebook. Here is a control you absolutely must be intimately familiar with: the Inventory of Information and Other Associated Assets control. This timeless standard requires the formal cataloging and, crucially, the strict ownership assignment of all business assets. Think about it. If something exists in your environment, it must be officially recognized, and someone specific has to be accountable for it. It is a timeless standard for a very good reason.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the exact phrasing of this very common, very realistic minor nonconformance audit failure. Just read that quote. Assets are deployed into production environments without assigned asset owners or asset inventory registration. This is precisely where organizations stumble today. Teams just spin up new environments to solve immediate problems, and they totally bypass the formal documentation process. The result? A direct violation of the standard. An auditor is going to spot unowned, unregistered assets sitting in your live production environment, and just like that, your entire system's integrity is compromised.
And this brings us to a really critical crossroads in how organizations approach compliance. On the one hand, you have the profound danger of clinging to obsolete, superseded standards of a bygone era. You know those older mentalities that were built for physical servers locked in basement rooms? Contrast that with the absolute safety and resilience found in the latest version of the standard, which withstands the test of current times and the latest evolved learning curves. Operating under obsolete standards just creates an illusion of security, whereas embracing the modern, evolved guidelines provides genuine, airtight protection against today's highly dynamic threats. And believe me, those dynamic threats thrive in the blind spots. The core operational risk really boils down to relevance and scope. Modern organizations are triggering audit failures today because their scope completely excludes these invisible, highly modern culprits. We're talking about modern cloud infrastructure assets that just scale up and down autonomously. We're talking about ephemeral cloud containers that might exist for mere minutes before just vanishing into thin air. And of course, remote worker endpoints scattered all across the globe. If your asset management procedure doesn't actively account for these fleeting, decentralized assets, your scope is dangerously incomplete.
Missing those modern assets doesn't just trigger one type of failure either. It actually echoes through your entire compliance framework. Take a look at the Operational Planning and Control Clause. This is the foundational mandate ensuring all operational processes and assets are securely managed and governed. So, if your organization is blind to ephemeral containers spinning up in the cloud, you're fundamentally incapable of planning for or controlling those operations. You are literally flying blind. And that is a direct, undeniable violation of this vital, timeless clause.
Let's move to Pagoria and see how this builds when we bring in the human element. This highlights the acceptable use of information and other associated assets control. So this is all about enforcing the rules for how your staff actually interacts with corporate equipment and networks. But just think about the logic here for a second. How can you possibly enforce acceptable use policies on a remote worker's endpoint if you don't even formally recognize that endpoint in your inventory? If the asset is missing from the master list, your ability to govern how it's used completely evaporates. The structural foundation just crumbles.
So how do we prevent this operational collapse without spending decades on trial and error? Well, I want to share a closely guarded secret from the very top tier of our industry. The definitive cure is what we call the veteran solution. It is a pristine 12-page editable asset management procedure template. And this wasn't just thrown together over a weekend. It was meticulously crafted by an elite committee of principal auditors and lead instructors operating under the aegis of the ISO Training Institute. This document elegantly accounts for all those modern, ephemeral, and remote assets we just discussed, getting you perfectly aligned with the latest evolved standards. So the crucial point is how incredibly fast you can actually deploy this watertight protection. Securing your ISMS doesn't have to be some months-long headache. It is literally 3 simple steps. Step 1, you download the pristine 12-page procedure. Step 2, you locate the generic placeholders. They use really obvious terms like ABC Technologies Private Limited and the acronym ABCTPL. And Step 3, you just use a quick find and replace to drop in your own organization's name and acronym. That's literally the whole shebang. You can completely customize this incredibly robust document in just a matter of minutes.
Now, I really want you to focus on this number here, 15 to 20. By taking those few minutes to customize this elite template, you aren't just checking a compliance box. You are effectively bypassing 15 to 20 years of organizational trial, error, and painful ISMS maturity development. You're instantly adopting the proven, perfected methodologies of principal auditors. It is a staggering leap forward in your compliance posture, and it immediately closes those relevance and scope blind spots.
Which leaves us with a final provocative thought. Knowing exactly where modern audits look, will you leave your ephemeral cloud assets and remote endpoints exposed to an inevitable minor nonconformance? Or will you take the strategic high ground and visit ISO 27001.institute today to instantly guarantee your ISMS maturity? The choice between obsolete vulnerability and airtight modern compliance is completely in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to head over to ISO 27001.institute to secure your infrastructure today.